Real talk, the metaphor messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like the 70s, a different kind of mind. They say we only speak in melodies.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, coming at you live from Germany, as per usual, because it's Friday, baby. Not the Rebecca Black weird Friday. No, it's the best Friday that you can possibly have, because it is Nerd and the Jerk Day. That weekly beatdown of unbelievable proportions that takes all of that pop culture goodness that you like and gives a little nerd and jerk action. And of course, I'm joined with my good friend, my buddy, my colleague, my compatriot, my amigo, my comrade, the one, the only, the sasshole of sassholes, Ace Trainer Liam. What's up, pal?
I'm all good. How are you?
I'm fired up somehow. I don't really understand it.
Which is weird because fucking 4 minutes ago you were like, man, I'm so tired. You're gonna have to carry me all the way through this thing, man.
Yes.
And now you're bursting with fucking energy. Yes. Tell me your secret.
But I'm wearing a Superman t-shirt. I think that's what's going on. I think that's what's happening. The reality is I have a little extra pizzazz today because we're joined in the background by the one, the only, the beautiful Captain Kirsch is here.
Frame. Get her in fucking frame.
I'm gonna get her in frame. I gotta get her in frame. We're gonna break the third wall here. Oh yeah, there she is.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting.
Captain Kirsch is here. Good, you jealous mother-fucker.
Why am I not in Germany right now?
I'm telling you.
I almost came, and I almost went to Germany as well.
Yes, both of those things. You should have came to Germany. We had such an amazing day today, and I know we typically always banter back and forth. I got to start with this story that is just it's got to be so wonderful being Captain Kirsch, just living life this beautiful. Because let me tell you what happened today.
I'm so fucking envious of people. People like fucking Lydia. Yeah, but just like, hey, look how fucking beautiful I am. Life. Take hold, you know what I mean? Like, fucking hell.
It's ridiculous. It's great. I knew that the shirt was going to trigger people in the chat, and it already is working. That's right, Chrissy Piplup. Rebel, rebel, rebel. We're talking about all superheroes. Don't worry about it. But so we're out and about in this wonderful town, Koblenz, which just so happened I was able to pick up some more unbelievably rare Pokemon cards today. Plasma Storm and Plasma Blast. Oh my God. But anyway, I digress. We go through this wonderful town. We have this fantastic day. And towards the end of it, we're resting, we're relaxing. We just got done last shop. We're getting ready to go back to the train station. And we're sitting out in front of this store. And this guy, I notice him about 30, 40 meters away. He's got this really cute dog. He's dressed like a douchebag. He's got a full Chicago Bulls uniform on. And I could tell that he's not American. I could just tell that he's wearing it because he's trying to be cool. So I notice him, and I'm noticing that he is looking directly at Captain Kirsch, and I don't blame him one bit for that. Hey. I nudge Captain Kirsch, and I go, this guy's about to come up to you, and he's going to use the dog to do it. 15 seconds later, this guy comes awkwardly strolling over, and you can tell he is nudging the dog by the leash to go over to Captain Kirsch. He walks over, and this dog starts licking Captain Kirsch like crazy, like he's done this before.
I was gonna say, but wouldn't you?
Right. And so this guy, he starts going right in. Like, he did not even give any time. He's like, so where are you from? And Captain Kirsch, who is incredibly German, lives here in Germany. She says, Florida. In a perfect English accent. Florida. Like, it was so good. Then he asks me where I'm from because he just realized what just happened here. And I said, oh, right down the block. I'm from here. He's like, and then he said, du bist Deutsch? And I was like, oh, no, my German sucks, but I live around here. Just start screwing with the guy. Yeah. So then he goes on to get his dog to perform tricks to win the heart of Captain. It's so, by the way, the entire time ignoring my wife and daughter who were 5 feet away. It's unbelievable, right? So we kind of give him the brush off, and he leaves. And I shit you not, Captain Kirsch looks at me and just goes, every day, bro.
Oh.
Every day, bro. This is her life.
Oh my God.
This is her life. And it's incredible. Because I called it. I saw this. I mean, cars were stopping because of this woman today. It was incredible. You would think it was Marilyn fucking Monroe. It was really something to behold. I mean, we had such a good time today. It was And this woman could pack in the sushi. Holy shit, went to a sushi bar. She packed that shit in. It was incredible. What a great day.
Shit. I have a similar story. Fuck. I just realized I have a similar story to this from today.
Oh, shit.
Me and Lydia are in town. We like got some food and we went and got our haircut each, like whatever. As we're walking home, we stop at we call it traffic lights. You'll call it a crosswalk wherever you're from. It's fine. And as we're waiting for it to go green, this guy walks up. This guy, he was shorter than Lydia. He was about 5'4". He had a little goatee that like came down probably 2 or 3 inches below his chin. Like he looked like the guy from Queens of the Stone Age from that one video that everyone remembers.
I know what you're talking about too.
He had no shirt on, which in England is a bit like, okay, dude, it ain't that fucking warm. Put your shirt back on.
He had no shirt on. What is this guy?
No shirt, fucking like military shorts, like cargo fucking shorts, and like really bad tribal tattoos all over him.
Oh, nice.
I noticed that as we're waiting to cross the road, he looks at Lydia, glances up and down. Then the next thing we know, he leans on the post where, where the red button is to cross the road. He leans on it, and then the next thing he does is he yawns and fucking flexes both his muscles in the air like he's a fucking Pokemon or something.
He took you to the gun show.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And my favorite is when Lydia's just like, dude, you need to call you need to call a vet because these swans are sick. Like, but fucking, and then he just walked off in a different direction, and we're just like, wait a minute, did he just flex at you? Did he just look you up and down? Lydia's like, did he just look me up and down and flex? And I'm like, that happened. I witnessed that. What the fuck?
He may have been coming on to you there. He may have been coming right at you.
Never know. He might have wanted my little pink ass, He
might have. That pink booty hole of yours. That's 100% right. So it has been an absolute crazy freaking week, man, to say the least.
Great day to be a woman.
Oh, it's always a great day to be a woman, especially if you're Captain effing Kirsch. My God. But we had such an incredible day, but the whole week has been insane. No shows have gotten done on time. It's just been one of those weeks. I've had all these incredible people that I've gotten to meet that I've met solely from this platform. People who think that there's a serious problem with YouTube are simply not fucking pay attention. There's a lot of great things that are happening. Things happened with me this week where I've met Real Talk to Metaphor Messiah, who I met in the comment section of my videos. Captain Kirsch, who I've met because of Vega and all the associations that I've met and made through Catch 33, which isn't dead. By the way, it's not dead. It's coming back. Just give it time. Fuck.
It's looking a bit dead.
It's looking. It may be on life support. I'm
a fan of Catch 33, and even I'm a little bit like, dude, do we need to put this thing down?
we might need some CPR at some point, but the point is it's still around.
I mean, is Clown back from holiday yet, or what?
Sure. No idea. Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. But
what country is that man in?
I did get to meet these incredible people from the internet. They came into this country, and not for the sole purpose of meeting me, but you know what? It was a nice stop off. It was just really incredible. And then you were Real Talk's priority. The European tour was just was just secondary to everything. It was all just a ploy. He killed it tonight, by the way. I saw a little bit of his show. He absolutely murdered tonight. I got to hear part of Morning Light Live, which is the theme song of Dead on Day Productions. It was absolutely incredible. So, got a little taste of VidCon, as Phil's Pasta said in the chat. Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. That's right. Oh my God. How white did we sound? I sounded amazing. Don't hate on my rap game. You look like Vanilla Ice. I sounded like Vanilla Ice. Oh, you fucking cunt. God damn. First cunt of the night right there, brought to you by Ace Trainer Liam. But the goodness didn't stop there, because you are part of a story that should be on Drama Alert, as far as I'm concerned, because one of the coolest things that I've ever seen happen in any community, let alone the Pokemon community, happened this week. Go ahead and tell that story about Matt Manetric, because I know you were very integral to this happening. So for you guys that don't know my boy, Matt Manetric, he is an up-and-coming Twitch streamer. He has a YouTube channel. It has, like, I think he just hit 100 subscribers, but he's predominantly been on Twitch. And he does Wi-Fi battles against his viewers and things like that, similar to what I've done for a while. And I jumped in one of his streams raiding him months ago, and I just thought, this guy
is likable. This guy's got talent. This guy knows what he's doing. So I rated him a few times. Obviously, he fucking loved it because he's like, damn, Liam, I actually watch your stuff. This is weird being rated by you. Like, this is so cool. And then he, and I didn't know this actually before the other day, but he's been thinking about quitting. He's been thinking about giving up. I didn't know this until after his stream the other day. But the other day he was streaming, doing Wi-Fi battles on his birthday because he was like, hey, I'm going to stream on my birthday. Because when you stream, you fucking love streaming. And like you'll do it on your birthday just for the extra kick, people saying happy birthday to you.
A little extra attention.
Stream. I mean, I got a message on Twitter from his girlfriend saying, hey, you know, Matt's going to be streaming. It's his birthday. Would you and Lydia mind jumping in and just saying hello and stuff? And I'm like, yeah, of course I will, because it's Matt, and he's fucking awesome at what he does. Yeah. Matt Manectric, if you guys, one of the mods will probably link him in the chat, I'm sure.
Absolutely, link him in there.
But he, yeah, so he noticed us, and he was happy and said happy birthday. Then we, obviously tweeted it out and said, hey, guys, come check out the stream. It's awesome, whatever. Then me and Lydia dropped a couple of donations. Then, of course, the Queen, Casey's jumped in.
The crazy goddess.
Couple of £50 donations, reduced the boy to tears. He was so happy to be receiving these donations. He fucking cried because he was so happy. Bless his fucking heart. Like, it touched me here. And then I was like, do you know what? We could get more people in here. So Lydia contacted Birdkeeper Toby, obviously another big YouTuber, got Toby to jump in chat. So Toby jumps in and like obviously Matt's like, what the hell, Toby's here, this is amazing. Then we got Joe, the head of Cerebi.net, who's on a podcast with me and Toby, to jump in the chat. At this point, Matt's fucking hyperventilating. We got Truing7 in there, PD Winnell, Game Boy Luke, and Hoodlum Scrafty. And then at one point,
biggest guys in fucking Pokemon, by the way.
Yeah, and then we got A-Drive to pop in, who's arguably the biggest Pokemon Twitch streamer at the moment. Like, he doesn't do a stream that has less than 1,000 viewers. No. He jumps in the chat. At this point, Matt's just completely gone. Like, he was bawling. He was so happy. Like, I mean, bawling as in, like, crying his eyes out, not bawling as in bawling.
No, that was a different thing altogether. Absolutely.
Some people wouldn't get it.
MVP, baby.
We just got the Pokemon community together to make this one kid's day, to make this guy's birthday the best fucking birthday it could be. And he now has the motivation to continue streaming again as well. Plus, he made like £600 that stream because we were
closer to 7 when I saw it. Like, I was streaming at the same time, and I was having one of the most miserable streams of my life. It was awful. And then Casey, the goddess, comes in and goes, I just broke Matt. I'm like, what's going on? What do you mean? She goes, oh, he's live. It's his birthday. I'm like, oh, it's his birthday. She goes, yeah, I just broke him. I go, what did you do? She goes, I may have donated 400 quid. I'm like, oh my God. So I go over there, and the first thing I do, I'm like, I'm fucking donating. I'm like, I don't even know if he's going to even know who I am.
He even knew who you were.
He did. He knew who I was. And he seemed to actually give a little bit of a shit. It was incredible. Then my wife donated. Then the kid brings in his entire family, and his grandfather is telling grandfather jokes. It was incredible. At one point he said, you turned this stream into a river. That got me.
Oh, don't. That got me. I was like, yes, John, please.
It was incredible. It really was. It was
the most positive. I mean, I said it on Twitter in the same words, but it was the most positive thing I've seen come from the Pokemon community in a long time. Just a whole bunch of people from all walks of life jumping in to wish this one kid a happy birthday, to make it the happiest birthday it could possibly be for him. Yep. That guy is never going to forget his 20th birthday.
Never.
Because it was so good.
Any community. I can't think of anything in any community recently that rivals what happened in that stream. And to be even a small part of it was incredible.
Yeah,
it really was.
I'm just happy to be a part of it. Like,
you orchestrated it, man. I mean, this should not be a surprise. Liam is like the man.
To be fair, I'm not going to take credit for it. I didn't orchestrate it. I just jumped in the stream with my, told my viewers to come and watch it. And then Lydia got Toby in. And then from there, it just snowballed.
It did. It did in the best way possible. It really was incredible.
Hell yeah.
It really, really was. So thanks to everybody who supported that, because making a kid's day. I mean, and you know, the really cool thing is he's actually a really fucking good streamer. He's actually good at what he does.
He's great.
He really is.
He's engaging. He's funny. He knows when to take shit seriously and then when to just engage the chat. Because that's a balance a lot of Twitch streamers don't have. They either just solidly play the game seriously and completely ignore the chat, or they engage the chat too much and don't actually play the game.
Right. You got to have
it's
a balance.
the balance that you've got to find.
Got to have a balance. Yeah, I agree with that.
Says the guy who's fucking floundering nobody on when it comes to Twitch.
Right.
Lucky to get fucking 120 viewers.
Crack 100 easy every goddamn time. Come on, man.
Yeah, but the thing with my Twitch is it never goes up. Like, my follow count goes up, my subscriptions amount goes up. So you'd think the more people watch, there'd be more people watching. But I break about 120 to 130 viewers a stream, and it never goes up. It just stays in that same, no matter who comes. I must lose people as quickly as I gain them. I mmust be that fucking abrasive.
I think that there's just there's so much Pokemon content on Twitch. That's why I haven't gone over. Look, I took A-Drive's friggin' thing. I kind of made it my own. I took his shtick and I kind of made it my own, did my thing, because there's nobody really doing what I'm doing on YouTube. It was the whole reason why I did it. And like, because I was looking, and there was a few people who were doing something similar, but it sucked. And I was like, I can do this better. And I did. And I'm really happy about it. We're growing something. And all credit to A-Drive, because it's a great fucking format. It's a fantastic format, and it works. So, and that's what you got to do. You got to find something that people are doing. Don't rip it off. Make it your own, and then find a way to try to make it shine a little bit. It's the best thing you can do.
I do wish some people would understand when they just don't have what it takes. Like, because like my older videos, yes.
Is that a hint to me, by the way?
No. But in my older videos, like, yeah, I get it. I am not the person that I am today. Like, in my older videos, I'm very fucking rigid, and I'm very, hello, today we're going to be talking about my top 5 starter Pokemon, blah, blah, and all that shit. But you could see there that if I just gained confidence, I'd be better.
Right.
But you know when you get the people who are just like, hello guys, today we're going to play Pokemon Gold, I don't know what I'm saying. I've seen a guy like that.
Oh yeah, welcome to Slavic land.
Like no, not even like
that was Slavic. I'm sorry, that was very Slavic.
Even just British people are just like, hello lad, today we're gonna today we're gonna I don't know what I'm saying. I hate to hear people say I don't know what I'm saying during commentary. Because if you don't know what you're saying, you shouldn't be doing something that requires commentary.
Right.
Or you should be editing that shit. And the worst is when people upload like a top 10 video and they go, now my next favorite Pokemon is Drowsy because, oh wait, no, not Drowsy. It's Hypno. I don't know why I said Drowsy. And you're like, why didn't you edit that shit out and retake? I get mad.
You know what drives me crazy? I watched 2 videos this week that were top 10s that did the exact same thing. He would go about his top 10 and he'd be like, and that was for number 9. So let's go to number 8. And then he'll do a cut. He'll go, number 8. I'm like, oh my God, you just fucking said it was number 8.
Oh.
You just said it was number 8, player. I heard you. I didn't need it again. And it was like a 7-second little thing. And I was like, oh, you're just the worst. But I really needed the information. I needed the information. I had to sit through a little bit of it. I was not happy.
But some people are like, not everybody in the world is going to be able to be a presenter. Not everybody's going to be able to be the face of a YouTube channel. I know, obviously, it's like you've said in the past. Nowadays, being a YouTuber is almost seen by kids as being a rock star or being some kind of celebrity, because kids are growing up going, what do you want to do when you grow up? I want to be a YouTuber. And it's like, yeah, but it's not as simple as, like, it does look like it. I get that from the outside, YouTube looks like any average fucking Joe can put their face on a camera and go, I'm the most popular person in the world. It doesn't work like that. You've got to have a certain amount of projection and a certain amount of just personality in general, or you're not going to get anywhere. Like, how many YouTubers do you watch that are just like, hey guys, today I'm going to, nobody watches that shit because it's fucking boring. And you need to be able to, even if you try and make content and then you go, like, watching it back, you go, oh, it sounds kind of boring. Don't upload it.
Don't upload it, yeah. Well, you know what? Everybody wants.
Some people are destined to be editors. That's all. Try and get yourself into a point where you can be a really well-known editor in the community. Like, there are people who make really good layouts for Let's Plays, but they don't do Let's Plays themselves. They just make the layouts for people because they recognize, I'm really good at art. I'm not good at being in front of a camera and talking confidently.
Now, there are some people who can do all of those things. Like, I mean, Captain Kershaw is one of those people who can do the art, can be on camera, can do anything she wants to do. Vega's another one of those, but not Clown is one of those people. But not everybody is able to.
I wish I could do the art.
But you know what? That's why if you don't have talent, you have talented friends. That's
hell
the whole reason. You find people who can be strong where you're weak. It's called teamwork, and it works out pretty well. Now, speaking of teamwork, and we've gone about 20 minutes into the ramble, so I want to go ahead so people don't be like, clickbait, clickbait. So let's go ahead and move into the topic.
To be fair, all right, to be fair,
it's really good banter.
That was a little bit of clickbait. Do you know what? I'm gonna fucking bring it up right now. The title of today's fucking video did piss me off.
Why?
Because I've never said I hated this movie.
I didn't say you did.
I said it was 5 out of 10. The fucking title says Liam hates Spider-Man Homecoming.
Question mark. It's a question. We're posing a question. Does Liam hate Spider-Man Homecoming? It's very simple.
That's not what it says, though, is it? That's not what it says.
It infers it with the question. Question mark? It's not making a statement. It is not declaring anything. It is simply posing a question.
That's why people are clicking the video, because they think this bastard that they already dislike is saying something controversial.
They hate you to death.
So they're like, dude, this little fucking faggot with his fucking blue hair, he doesn't like Spider-Man Homecoming. What a fucking moron. Let's go hate on him. That's what you're doing. You're feeding the haters to me.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. Look, you said 5 out of 10. I saw 5 out of 10. I'm like, oh, Liam doesn't like the fucking movie. Of course he doesn't. Of course he doesn't like the movie. He doesn't like anything. He's a fucking Liam. So,
because you wouldn't have got as many viewers if you'd have put Liam thinks Spider-Man Homecoming is an average movie.
You put 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10. I don't make 5. Yes, but if you put 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10, I don't make this title. But 5 out of 10 is mediocre.
Oh, right. 5 is the fucking divide, is it, right?
5 is the number. Anything above 5 in this title doesn't happen. So I got to pose the question. As an integrity-driven man that I am, I have got to find out the truth. So let me ask you, do you hate Spider-Man Homecoming?
No! I put it on Twitter. I put it on Twitter the minute I saw the movie. 5 out of 10. And I listed the fucking reasons why. Peter Parker was fucking annoying in that movie. He kept doing dumb shit throughout the movie. This is the spoiler-free version, by the way. Don't worry.
We're going to be spoiler-free, yes.
He does dumb shit all the way through the movie. And every time something looks really fucking dumb to do, he goes, better do that. That's what Spider-Man would do.
It's 15.
Other than that, his stupid friends, like, I get it, every comic book fucking movie since the dawn of time has had a stupid group of B characters that don't mean shit. And Spider-Man, fucking Peter Parker's best friend Ned in this movie pisses the fuck out of me. He really pisses me off. He's so fucking annoying. And then on top of that, you've got fucking Tony Stark occasionally turning up. Occasionally. Never at the right fucking moment. Like, there are so many scenes where you're like, yeah, Iron Man should really step in right now. Oh, no, he's not gonna. Okay, this is escalating. You've got fucking... and it just everything. The only saving grace for that movie is that Michael Keaton, the god himself, is so good as the Vulture. Like,
are you shocked?
No, I'm not shocked, because like every character that Michael Keaton ever plays, it feels like I'm watching the character. I'm not watching Michael Keaton. Yeah. That's how good it is. And there's a nice little twist in it. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it really fucking worked. And there's a scene where Michael Keaton goes from being a really nice person in this scene, because depending on the people around him, then turning to that scene that you hear in the trailer where he's like, don't mess with me. I'll kill your entire family. Yeah. Like, fucking, he's so good. And the visual effects department that worked on the Vulture suit and the Vulture scenes that it's in, brilliant. Can't fault them. The visual effects studio that worked on Spider-Man and Iron Man were fucking dreadful.
Wow.
It was like all the budget was put into the Vulture, and then they were like, oh shit, you know what? Spider-Man probably needs to do some shit too. Fuck. Like, I won't discount, like, the saving grace of the movie as well is, I won't discount. Some of the jokes were funny. Some of the scenes were entertaining. But I wouldn't say it's a fantastic, record-breaking blockbuster film, because it just wasn't. It was average at best. There were a lot of scenes that are really boring. There are a lot of scenes where I'm just like, yeah, could this scene end? Because I want something interesting to happen.
Okay.
And then the rest of it was just, wait. The rest of it was just, this is a movie about being at high school. But it was so fucking just, it was fucking cliche all the way through.
Okay, well, since I asked you the question, I feel like I need to pose this question to the chat. Chat, Does it sound like Liam hates Spider-Man Homecoming? Because that blast session sounds like a hate fucking to me. Just
I don't hate it. I'm only angry because people have been telling me all week, just seen Spider-Man Homecoming. It's so fucking good. What a great movie. It's not a great movie.
No, I've read a lot of reviews. Now,
I wouldn't even say it's a good movie or a bad movie. It's a movie. That's all it is. I could watch it again, but I wouldn't choose to watch it again.
Wow. Oh, see, here's the thing. I've been reading the reviews. I watched a little bit of the version, but I went through as much as I could in the time that I had, and I read a fuck ton of reviews, including spoilers. So I do know what happened in the movie. I'm agreeing with 90% of the reviews that I've seen so far who are calling this one of the best movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, the one criticism that I am reading and the one that I am seeing for myself is this movie does tend to have a little bit more of an SJW slant as others, and it's a little in your face at times, and it's a little heavy-handed with some of the choices that they made as far as casting, especially with one of the villains that had a very Donald Trump-esque thing going on. I don't know how much of that is true. But
there is one of the villains does look a little Trumpy.
Apparently he has mannerisms and stuff. It seems like there was a few times where they really tried to push a message, and I don't really like that. And Marvel does a good job of keeping, even when they're talking about political stuff, they do a really good job of keeping that shit out of movies.
Oh, and Happy Hogan throughout their film is just an absolute cunt. You know how cool he was in all the other Iron Man movies? He's a real fucking prick in that movie.
Favreau can be a prick very often, so don't be shocked.
Bearing in mind though, right, he's the one point of contact between Stark Enterprises and Peter Parker, and he's such a prick.
I like that though.
Half the movie, he's ignoring calls from him or just being like, "Yeah, I ain't got time for you. I've got stuff to do."
That's so funny.
What? That's not how you treat a child who's still developing, because he's going to have serious psychological problems because of this. Because he's like, wow, even my hero's work don't want to fucking talk to me because I'm so fucking worthless as a superhero.
That's too funny.
Fucking, when did Happy Hogan become fucking Prick Hogan?
I don't. Well, John Favreau, man, sometimes he's a prick, sometimes he's not. Did he direct this one?
Oh, fucking.
Maybe that's why he was a prick. Maybe he's like, let me direct it. I'm douching this up. I'm gonna douche it up for you. But I don't know. I've read a lot of things, and one thing that I can say that everybody agrees with you with is Michael Keaton. Which,
don't. He's so good.
Michael Keaton made Multiplicity good. Okay, Multi-fucking-plicity. He made that good. Okay, she touched my Pepe, Steve. She touched my Pepe. Great movie. Great movie.
Oh, Michael Keaton he can do no fucking wrong at this point.
No, he can't.
And he plays such a good villain. Like a good point that Lydia made was he's got the dulcet tones down, the sheer bass coming from his voice when he says the most evil fucking things. You're like, yeah, you know what? I get the vibe that you are not a very nice man.
That's an actor. That is just a dyed-in-the-wool actor. He really is. He's just fantastic. Yeah. So the movie to me doesn't seem that bad. It's got, I think last time I checked, a 94% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, which granted doesn't mean the world, but it does seem to be, and it's killing in the box office, by the way, which should not be a shock.
Oh, and this isn't, but let's remember though, this is the thing that bothers me, that people always say, this movie's doing so well at the box office, it's such a good movie. No. The movie is doing so well at the box office because it's been marketed well and because it's Spider-Man.
It's gonna do well. Well, here's the thing,
because the box office is ticket sales. That's people going to watch the movie. That's not people going, I approve of this movie. I've watched it and I enjoyed it, so now I'm going to pay for it. That's not how it works. I never go on box office sales for how good a movie is.
This movie, I think you can a little bit more, because the reality is this movie had a lot going against it. The fact is, this movie has been rebooted for the third time in a 15-year period. All right, that's hard for people to get around, especially when the sequel to the second reboot is just a god-awful piece of shit. I mean, it's an unwatchable film. I'm sorry, that movie is just, I tried to rewatch it the other day. Horrible, horrible, horrible film. And Spider-Man 3, no. But all of this leads me to the next question I want to pose you, because when you reboot something that many times and it still kills the way it did and it's getting really good reviews, I mean, except for Liam, who obviously hates the movie, but that's fine.
I don't hate the movie.
But I need to pose this question because now we're like, X-Men is probably the dawn of the really good superhero movie. And that's 20 years ago. And if not a little longer at this point. I don't know when that movie came out, 90, 99, 98, I have no idea.
Hell.
Since that time, we have seen so many superhero movies. Now, granted, most of them very good, especially ones coming out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But is it starting to get too much? Are we seeing too many?
The question you got to ask, because I thought about this earlier when when you obviously put up the question, too many superhero movies, question mark. So
another question mark, posing question, not
a statement.
Why did you think that was a statement? If you thought yours was a statement, why did you think that was a statement? Fuck you. Right. No, I won.
I won. No, look, I've gone to mocking you now. This is how bad it is.
Yeah, right. Hoovian Hamster says X-Men came out in 2000. Thank you.
Bastard.
I'm a anyway, 2000 X-Men came out. Excuse me. 17 years of this.
Someone clipped that bit where he's like, "I'm a clickbaiter."
I'm a clickbaiter.
Anyway,
I'm a master.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Too many superhero movies. Yeah. When you posted that statement, I thought to myself, yeah, but what were we watching at the cinema before there were too many superhero movies? Like, what void has been filled by all the superhero movies? What isn't coming out anymore?
Yeah, no, I mean, it doesn't seem like we're missing all of that much. Oh, you know what we're missing? I can tell you exactly. I can answer that question. Create fucking tivity. Create fucking tivity. That's what we're missing. We're missing, I mean, Jesus Christ, if it's not a superhero movie, it seems like every summer it's some reboot, some sequel, or some just, hey, you know what would be great? A Hogan's Heroes movie. It's coming. It's not as far-fetched as it sounds. But it's like they're rebooting everything. They're remaking everything. Things that were on TV, they're making into movies. Things that were movies, they're putting into television. Tremors is happening, by the way.
I know. You keep telling me and I keep wanting to die.
Kevin Bacon's going to be fucking sweet, though. But look, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has done a fantastic job. I mean, aside from a couple of the Hulk snafus, but still, they got it right with our current Hulk, but still.
The best Hulk.
Come on, he's Bay.
Ruffalo can't do any wrong. He's Hulk.
But
except for the weird Hulk cooldown thing that they've got now, where Scarlett Johansson just comes in and plays his hand a bit.
To be
fair, gives him a little stroke on his pinky, and he's like, "Oh hell yeah, I'm ready to go!" Like,
to be fair, I think Scarlett Johansson could basically make that happen. Captain Kirsch has the exact same situation going on. If anything is going to get the fucking Hulk to calm down,
if Scarlett Johansson fucking as much as blinked at me, I'd probably turn into a puddle of fucking liquid.
Exactly. These are the type of things that people like Captain Kirsch are capable of doing. She could have took that man's dog today. She could have owned that fucking dog. And
yeah, true.
She wouldn't have
picked it up, walked away, and he'd have been like, "Yeah, cool,
cool, good stuff. You're in a better place, puppy."
I mean, I get, like, with superhero movies, they are very oversaturated, and like the format of them now is very much, here's the superhero. We can't figure out how to put him in the situation where he becomes a superhero. So here's some B characters that you're going to completely forget about by the end of the movie, except for Luis, who is the friend of fucking Ant-Man, who almost stole that movie.
Yeah,
it's such a great movie, but Luis almost fucking stole it because he's fucking brilliant.
Yeah. But it's
I'm sorry, I get excited.
I get excited. No, it's so good because to your point, we have origin story, love interest. I mean, even Deadpool. If you're familiar with the fucking comics, you don't need a love story in Deadpool, and they kind of forced one in there. If there's any weak point of that fucking movie, which there's not much because Deadpool is amazing, it would be the love interest. I mean, I understand that.
Oh, it wasn't the Nia Jax Tamina hybrid.
No. Oh, no. What was wrong with that? What was wrong with that? That's goodness.
A lot of things.
It's just there was... I'm just wondering if we're going to get to the point very soon, going into what are they calling it, Phase 4, where it's when we're losing the Avengers, because Robert Downey Jr. is done. He's got 1 or 2 movies left. Same thing with Chris fucking good-looking
Evans.
Thank you, Chris Evans. And he's done too. Oh, you moaned a little at Chris Evans. Captain Kirsch likes the Chris Evans. He can take her dog. You know. They're leaving, and we're going to have to start relying more on...
Speaking of Chris Evans, just on a side note, this isn't really a spoiler, but Chris Evans features in the end credits, the after credits scene of Spider-Man Homecoming.
Really?
And it's definitely worth waiting for to see.
Really?
So watch the credits all the way to the end. It's worth watching the end credits.
That's now you piqued my. I didn't read the end credits scene.
Oh, but
you
there's too many superhero movies. How can you be excited?
Oh no, I don't believe that. I simply posed the question to all of you, and not clickbait. It's a question, and I'm teaching you guys how to do YouTube 101. That's what I do.
Damn.
Class is in session, motherfuckers. But it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to be able to do, because if DC doesn't start getting their shit together, there is no DC fucking cinematic universe. It doesn't exist right now because it's in shambles, and I don't.
It's fucking awful. We saw again before Spider-Man: Homecoming. We saw the trailer for the Justice League, the first Justice League movie, and I'm getting the same vibes that I got for Wonder Woman from the Justice League movie, which is like, yeah, the music and the theatrics in the trailer all play well together and look really cool. But when the movie comes out, is it all going to fall flat again?
Right.
And that's just what I've come to expect. I go into DC movies now expecting to be disappointed, because the last thing to impress me about a DC movie was The Dark Knight.
That's a long time ago.
And everything since then has been, an average movie. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, seeing what's her name, Margot Robbie, getting in those shorts, pretty good.
Oh yeah, but I can watch that on fucking YouTube. You know what I mean? I don't need to pay fucking 30 quid to go to the cinema for that.
No, that's very true. I'm starting to hear me in the background, by the way. I'm starting to hear me through your speakers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're getting loud, boy.
No, actually, I got lower, and I don't know what happened. That was crazy. But
dulcet tones.
I'm dulcet. It will be dulcet for the rest of the show. Have I ever been dulcet ever?
I don't think you can.
I don't think I can. I don't think I have that switch. I don't think I have.
It's the difficulty with being born female, isn't it?
It is. This was respectful to all the women in the chat and transgender folk like me. I do not appreciate that, Liam. And I demand an apology for all women
of the world. Come at me, please.
Come at me, bro. Come at me. Holy shit. But it is going to be interesting to see what's going to fill the void after the mainstays, what we've been seeing. Hulk movie needs to happen.
Didn't the Inhumans get canned?
Yes, I believe it did. I believe the Inhumans.
I think it's going to be a TV show.
Yeah. I think it might have gotten fully canned, which it didn't need to be a movie anyway. I don't think enough people care about it.
The great thing is I missed like pretty much all of Daredevil, the series. I missed all of Iron Fist.
Got to get in that shit.
The great thing is we saw an advert for Marvel's Defenders, which is Daredevil, Iron Fist. I don't need to watch them anymore.
Oh no, you very much do.
Together in one series.
You very much do need to watch them, and I'll tell you. Look, if you want to skip the Iron Fist, that's okay. You're not missing much, but you really gotta fucking watch at least Daredevil. But if you're not gonna watch that, do yourself a favor and go watch Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, because damn, Luke Cage is the best comic book television show I've ever seen in my life. It's so good. Oh, and the music. It's there for the music alone. It's so good.
It's on my to-do list.
Yeah, I am telling you, man. It's when you watch that man beat the hell out of people in a hallway to bring the ruckus, and if that doesn't get you fucking pumped, oh God, I love it.
Then I'm not alive.
You're not alive. Check your pulse. Go get a new blue haircut because your life is losing meaning. Okay. I could have said you could have got your hair dyed, but I believe you get a haircut that turns your hair blue, because that's how I turn to believe that things work. That's right. You're welcome. Thank you for the golf clap.
A+ backtrack.
You're welcome. Yeah, thank you. I think it's pretty good. I moonwalked this shit. I'm Michael Jackson.
Class is still in session.
It is.
Fucking hell.
Fucking A, right. Backtracking, YouTube making 101. So let me ask you, man, with what's going to fill the void? Is it going to be a Guardians of the Galaxy? We're already 2 movies into Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know how much more legs that has. I'm sure at least one more movie.
But I mean, aren't Guardians of the Galaxy going to be in the end of Phase 3 anyway for the Infinity War? They're going to be in that, right?
They are, but I'm assuming they're going to continue on.
I don't think there's anything to say that they will. I think once Infinity War's done, that's the Avengers and Guardians done.
Really? Well, who's going to take the place? I mean, is it going to be Spider-Man, Ant-Man? Are they going to do new Avengers?
Oh, they could keep going with Ant-Man forever, and I'd be happy.
I'm just wondering.
They need to do Ant-Man until Paul Rudd dies. That's that's the only excuse I'll accept.
Are we finally going to get a good Hulk movie? Is that going to happen? What are they going to do?
Oh, they'll still fuck up Hulk. They always fuck up Hulk. You know why they didn't? You know why they got it right in Avengers Assemble? It's because they didn't do an origin story for Hulk. Every time they do an origin story for Hulk, they fuck it up. So they should just accept the fact that he's Hulk.
Yeah.
And I feel like any studio that gets given the rights to do a pure Hulk movie, they always go, "Oh, we've got to do the origin story. We've got to do the fucking gamma rays."
Got to.
They can't just say it in a quick intro prologue, like, by the way, this guy got injected with gamma rays and now he gets really big when he's angry. They can't do that. They have to always fucking go origin story, and that's what messes them up.
Well, that's the cool thing with this new one. They don't have to do that. If they do a new one, we have all of that. We're fine. We are established.
Post-Infinity War Hulk.
Yes. Look, we're going to kind of get a Hulk movie here with Thor Ragnarok. He's going to be in that. It's supposed to be like a buddy comedy movie is what they've actually described it as at times.
Really?
I think that's going to be awesome. That should be a lot of fun. And the trailer is awesome, by the way, as well. Something else I want to talk about with Spider-Man before we move on from Spider-Man, the whole superhero world. Now, people, if you don't know by now, the title, Spider-Man, Homecoming, is a double entendre. Because it's not just about the homecoming of school. It is also about the fact that Spider-Man has, in some ways, come home. Marvel is able to produce Spider-Man on the big screen for the first time. Sony has owned it for a very long time. They've been producing the movies solely, but now Marvel's gotten a hold of them, been able to use Spider-Man for the first time. So there's been a little bit of double play on words there, which is great. Now, with that being in mind, what other franchises would you like to see get back in the hands of Marvel? Because there is a couple others that are pretty obvious that have been mishandled. Fantastic Four
last year, or Fanforstic, as it's being known. Oh, God. Because of that awful logo.
Oh.
It was a garbage movie, wasn't it?
It really
do you know what? The start of the movie starts with such promise. Like, when they're kids and they're helping each other out and shit like that, it's like, oh, yeah, this is going really well. Oh, no, they've canned it. They've ruined it.
Yeah.
As soon as they got their powers, that movie just went
it
to
was so bad.
It fell hard.
It really
awful.
did. Like
Fantastic Four
Ghostbusters
really
remake,
needs to get back in the hands of fucking Marvel.
The funny thing is, I like the first Fantastic Four movie. I'm probably in the minority on that, but I like.
Oh, you mean back in the days? I liked the way the Thing looked in the new Fantastic Four. I think they did Thing well, because in the old ones he really looked like a fucking cartoon character, and it was like.
He kind of just looked like Chickless with fucking that Game of Thrones disease. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was great. I loved it. But I actually liked that first movie. The second one was sheer lunacy, but the first one was actually really good. I would like to see them do something, because that's Fantastic Four is fucking amazing, man. It's such a good story, and there's so much comic book lore. Jesus, it's insane. But the other
fucking Fantastic Four goes really fucking deep.
Oh, it does.
They're everywhere.
And look, so many people have been part of Fantastic Four over the years. You can go into alternate universes and go even deeper. There's so many things that you can do with Fantastic Four because they are so integral to the Marvel universe. So that's a big one. But the other one, obviously, X-Men, which has been done right more times than done wrong. I think we can all agree on that. I mean,
yeah, there are as many good X-Men movies as there are bad.
I would say more. I think really both franchises have stumbled on the third movie. And even the original third X-Men movie, I didn't hate as much as a lot of people hate. I'm Juggernaut, bitch. I kind of like that. But I hated Apocalypse. I don't think anybody really liked Apocalypse.
Everybody hated Apocalypse.
It was really bad. But I don't know. I think that I don't know if it's due for a reboot. Obviously, Patrick Stewart can't continue to be Charles Xavier. You
forever.
Can go with what's his name, McAvoy, who I think has done a great job. But what would you like to see with X-Men? Do you want to see more X-Men movies? Do we want to see a new Logan? I mean what are we going to do with that?
I think of X-Men and I just think that's a fucking lot of movies. Like, you think to yourself, let's watch the X-Men series, and you're like, damn, that's a long time to sit and watch movies. Like, Jesus Christ. I think, are there more X-Men movies than Star Wars movies at this point?
You know what? If you include the Wolverine movies, it's at least tied, because it's 9.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I just think at this point, I just feel a bit done with X-Men. I feel like I've seen enough of the characters to be happy. Because they got to a point where they're scraping the bottom of the barrel from the X-Men archives for which characters to bring in.
In some regards. But here's the thing, as much as you want to say that about the X-Men franchise, there are characters that are still very, very easily told. That latest Logan movie was the shit. That is a fantastic work of cinema, man. That's a great movie because it's such a strong canon to go off of. Old Man Logan storyline is one of the best written comic book stories ever. It's so perfectly written, and it translated
the minute
so
they
well.
decided to write a movie on it, it was like, you know what, we're going to strike gold with this one because we're working with gold.
I think there was some emotional stuff going on too with it being the last Rob, both not only Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, which there may not be a greater casting choice ever for anybody, maybe except Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, because that's pretty damn great too. Because he is Tony Stark. I mean, fucking Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark. But
in a nutshell.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Aren't you going to do your shtick? No, wait. This is him in a nutshell. Oh, I'm in a nutshell. I've seen you do that before.
No, because I'm not fucking Austin Powers.
But you've done it before. You did it like 3 weeks ago.
That's not my shtick, is it?
Well, you're stealing it.
If I do an impression once, that doesn't mean I am automatically living vicariously the life of that fucking character.
I assumed you did it before. Look, you know, I think I need to take about 10% sass off. I'm just saying. I'm feeling a little endangered. Feeling a little.
Oh, you've been targeted. Oh, Bobby.
Right. That's full on victim card. I just did that. I attacked you, and then said, no, you need to take the sass down a little bit. You like that?
Good job, Anita. Well done. You're making your people proud.
I took it. I took her playbook and I ran with it. I did. Anything else in superhero movies that we didn't cover that you'd like to cover, things you'd like to see? I also believe I heard that Stan Lee's wife has passed away this week or very recently.
Yeah.
I'd like to offer condolences. I don't know if that's confirmed, but I would, for whatever it is. Stan Lee, you're the second man. It's still Kirby. I'm sorry I had to say that. It's still Kirby. But
God damn, kick him while he's fucking down.
I'm saying it doesn't get said enough. Kirby. But condolences to your wife, man. Seriously.
His name was in the special thanks. That should be enough for Kirby.
Not enough for his family, player. Certainly
yeah.
But is there anything else in the superhero realm that you'd like to touch on that I did not touch on?
Not really in the superhero realm, although it is a good fucking movie. Now we can call it a franchise because there's going to be a sequel. And it reminded me of last week when we were talking about movies that needed sequels. Kingsman.
Ooh.
Have you seen Kingsman?
I have not seen Kingsman. I've heard amazing
It's a very good,
things.
very British movie. You need to see. The action sequences in that movie are fantastic. But now they're bringing out a sequel called Kingsman: The Golden Circle, and it looks not as good as the first, but it looks like it's going to be in the same vein, the same kind of quality that we expect. Kingsman's a great movie. I avoided it because I got confused because I'd never seen any trailers for it. I was like, it's Colin Firth. It's called Kingsman. That reminds me of Colin Firth in The King's Speech, so I thought it was like a period fucking drama.
It was not.
It is not. I found out, and I watched it a couple of months back. I think Lydia Lydia sat down with me to watch it, and I was like, dude, this movie fucking rules.
I gotta watch it.
This is awesome. So yeah, I mean, the trailer for The Golden Circle looks amazing. So yeah, Kingsman, add it to your list.
I gotta watch that. I've heard so many good things. But yeah, so that's basically the superhero stuff that we want to talk about. What do you guys think about it? The conversation goes to you. Go into the comment section. Take to Twitter at AceTrainerLiam and at That on Dave V. We want to hear from you. Maybe Liam doesn't. I kind of don't either. But we'll listen to you and we'll respond in kind because we're nice people. Look at us. We're smiling. I'm dead inside, Liam. I'm dead inside.
That's why they call you Dead on Dave.
That's right. See, he figured it out. The other big thing that not big thing, but it's something I want to touch on because for those of you who don't know, for the last 2 weeks, I've been supposed to have Jamie Pine on the show. I had to cancel on him once. He had to cancel on me once, and thank fucking Christ that he did because I got incredibly high because this woman right here is goddamn devil. She said, smoke it, David.
You can't blame Kirsch for everything.
You can't blame Kirsch for anything. I told her she could be standing over a goddamn corpse with a knife actually still in the motion of killing this motherfucker, and the police would be like, is everything okay here, miss? And she'd be like, yeah, move along. And they'll go. They'll leave. They'll fucking leave. But so yeah, she got me high, and because she's evil. And she's about to be evil again here. She's going to get me high again in just a few minutes, by the way. But so thankfully that happened, and he canceled on me, which is no big deal. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He's in LA. But one of the things that he's got going on and it's something I want to talk about, is this situation, which, what the fuck's his name? Christian Burns.
Christian Burns.
Douchebag of the world.
Famous Instagram model.
Yes, right. You're blue collar, bro. God.
You're irrelevant and ugly, and he's famous and beautiful.
Douchebag of 2017. I think we can all agree with that. Well, Jamie's been in a little bit of beef with him over the last week. They've been going back and forth, calling each other names, whatever. Jamie's like, you're a pussy. You never fucking, you wouldn't do this. And the other guy's like, hey, fuck you. If you ever saw you in public, you wouldn't say this shit. Jamie goes on and does a video, says, give me your address. Well, motherfucker gives him his address. Then Jamie's fucking tweeting a video of him going to his address. And sure the fuck enough, there's a fight. There's an actual fucking fight, and there's all kinds of controversy of what actually happened in the fight. Does it look right? Whatever the case may be. But I talked to Jamie Pine today on Skype, saw his face, and let me tell you, that motherfucker got punched. That motherfucker got punched in the face. There is no doubt about that. And it's fucking crazy that this happened. These things don't happen very often where YouTubers or celebrities come to blows. And I'm going to have him on Tuesday, and I'm going to put him on the hot seat.
Please do, because I'm still, you know what, we talked about this before the show, and I'm still skeptical.
What do you think of the whole situation, though?
I've seen the video, and the more I watch the video, the more I think it looks fake. But then I watched it just before the stream, and I was like, he does make contact. He does kind of make contact, which is fine, but
he does like an awkward Superman punch. It's kind of weird.
At the same time, it screams publicity stunt, because if you were having beef with someone on Twitter and somebody said to you, give me your address and I'll come find you.
Right.
Nobody, even a dumbass like Christian Burns, nobody in their right mind would go, here's my address. Come and attack me then. Nobody does that.
I don't know. Christian Burns might. I mean, like, because he's got to figure from the other end that a guy with something to lose is not going to come to his fucking house. I mean, this could be posturing.
But
like, douche.
But surely something in your mind goes, if I give him my address, maybe he's not going to come to my house. Maybe he's going to release my address to the public, and then more people will come to my house. Like, I don't know why you would risk your own personal safety for a Twitter beef. It doesn't seem believable to me.
That is the strongest point
like
that
fair
I think
enough. Like fair enough if I mean, I've seen crazier things. Like I fair enough if they'd like met up and they decided, right, we need to make this look fucking legit. You reckon you could sock me right in the eye? Like, I'm giving you permission, do it. I could imagine something like that going down.
Yeah.
And then Christian giving him one, and the guy and Jamie being like, oh shit, I didn't know you were going to do it that fucking hard. Like, and then the videoed fight ensues because they're angry at each other. I could imagine that being more believable than, yeah, he gave me his address, so I traveled to his address and we had a fight. It looks fake as hell. It sounds too unbelievable to me to be real. So I really do want to see. I'm going to be watching that interview to see what comes of it.
Well, I'm going to have him on because
by all means, no disrespect to Jamie, because he's fucking funny.
No, even if it was, I mean, Jesus
like,
Christ, everybody does fucking publicity stunts. Even if it was, it doesn't fucking, to me, I don't care about any of that. What I do care about is, look, he told me it's fucking real. I saw his face. It looks real. So I'm going to take it at face value for the moment. So the first thing I'm going to talk to him about is, what the fuck were you thinking? Because he asked for this. He did. He literally asked lawyers. He was talking about lawyers. How can you talk about lawyers? You went to this dude's house. You asked for this.
I don't know where this would stand up in court. Like, so you got punched in the face by this gentleman who you were arguing with over Twitter. You then threatened, like, you then said, look, let's fight. Which what?
Is that British court they would call Christian Burns gentleman? Really? No.
I'm just trying to use proper terminology, David. Is that okay, sir?
It is more than okay. I'm sorry.
God damn. But so yeah, so like they'd be like, okay, so you were technically effectively threatening him over Twitter, saying, give me your address so I can come and fight you. They'd see it as self-defense, because they'd be like, why would you drive to his house after saying, give me your address, I'm going to fight you, and then getting hit? Of course he's going to hit you if you then drive to his house to fight him. Like, it wouldn't stand up in court. If it was real, it wouldn't stand up in court.
I like Jamie. I know Jamie. I like him a lot. I don't agree with what he did. I think it's a fucking dumb move to go over to anybody's house. Even a fucking douchebag deserves to get his ass kicked.
Thinking about it, especially with all the hate and stuff Christian Burns has been getting, like, obviously, because of all this stuff that's come out on Drama Alert and stuff, he's been getting hate. He's obviously been getting death threats. I think he's even said he's getting death threats. Why would he then give his address out to people he doesn't know willy-nilly?
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that. Nobody would do that. Oh, people have been giving me death threats and this guy wants to fight me. I should give him my address so he can come find me.
I'm not going to lie.
Might have a gun.
I'm not going to lie. That part does sound a little bit hard to fucking believe. But at the other side of it, when I'm thinking of a potential of a publicity stunt or a fucking hoax, whatever you want to call it, wouldn't fucking Christian Burns be the one to get socked in the mush? Wouldn't that be the thing to draw the views? This fuckhole gets hit and not Jamie?
But then remember, the publicity isn't... Because there's only a short clip of the fight.
Yeah.
So we don't know if Jamie then took down Christian. All we know is they fought, which is a little bit...
From what I understand, it was a one-punch situation. I did talk to Jamie today, and that's what he punched him, and things kind of de-escalated right after that.
Imagine how that must feel, though, right? So you're pumped up, you're on Twitter, like, I'm going to fucking fight this guy. Let's go. I'm in my car. Hey, man, this is just a Twitter video to let you know I'm going to fucking come and fight you. Be ready. Then you go and fucking sock the guy. The guy socks you in the face, and you go...
Okay.
Probably shouldn't have done this.
I cannot believe
regretting this decision. Not my best.
Good Lord. Oh, Billy the Fridge in the chat, by the way. So is
Billy.
He says, my boy Jamie don't give a fuck. We got what's up, Billy? How you doing, buddy? We got Zion Smith. He asked, I'm sure you had, but did you hear about the Charlie Chill situation? I have not heard about the Charlie Chill situation. Do you know about this?
Who the fuck is Charlie Chill?
Charlie Chill?
Oh, no, I do. Yes. Kid behind the camera's brother.
Kid behind the camera?
You know Kid behind the camera, who's the guy behind Angry Grandpa?
Oh, okay. Oh, Mike, whatever his name is.
His brother has been living in his pool house. He came home one day, and his brother was trashing the place because he was high on acid or something. And he, like, got in a fight. He was naked, like, trying to fight, like, everybody and smashing shit up. Police took him away. He came back to the house for some reason, punched Kid behind the camera's girlfriend twice, or wife, whoever she is. Allegedly. And,
that's good.
And then there was... And then, like, I think they're going to court over it or something. But then Kid behind the camera did an interview with Keemstar, and then Charlie Chill did an interview with Keemstar and, like, talked about it and stuff and said he needed help. Although the weird thing is, I think I didn't get about that, is Keemstar was interviewing someone who was awaiting trial for the crimes that he's been charged with, for, like, the assault and stuff. And Keemstar was questioning him about what happened. And I don't know how the law works, but I'm sure that's, like, is that not, like, tampering? Isn't that classed as like tampering in police affairs?
I don't know, because people do give interviews when they're in the process. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I just didn't know the legality of it. Like, I remember watching it and being like, can you really ask these questions, Keem? Is that legal? But I didn't put it in the comment section because I was like, fucking Drama Alert's comment section will eat me alive, and I won't even get a response from anyone with any fucking knowledge of the situation.
I haven't watched Drama Alert in a month. Like, he blocked me, and I'm like, well, you know what? Fuck you. I can live without Drama Alert. You know what? I think any cancer that was in my body is gone. I
mean, I still watch it.
I believe I'm 100% cancer free.
I watch every fucking Drama Alert that goes up, like, just because I would say it's my guilty pleasure, but I don't feel guilty for watching it because I know I enjoy it.
Fair enough.
I like watching drama. Like, I don't like being in it, but I like watching it unfold. I like, you know, kind of just sitting on the sideline being like, oh, look who's been talking shit. Oh, it's great. Like, it fuels my fucking motivation.
Chrissy says anything they say is admissible in court, though. So, yeah, that's a worry, too, because this guy, we are talking about people who are involved in the Angry Grandpa situation. So, I don't know how fucking sharp attacks they are.
And, like, but it's just like
Franco, man. I
watch both of them. I watch Philly D and then immediately watch Drama Alert as well. Like, I used to watch all three, if you include Scarce, until he fucking fell off the planet.
Yeah, I'm really.
Or became the planet, whichever came first.
Still, yeah, maybe that's what happened. Scarce actually, like, he's now the metaphysical fucking form of the world. Maybe that's what happened.
Earth to Scarce.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
But for me, I just like watching it because it just entertains me. And like as much as I disagree with certain things that Keem has done in the past, I find him entertaining as a presenter. Like, I can't fault that.
I was watching him even while he was doing all the things that he's done you know, with me and Tommy and all that. I still watched him there, but you know what? I took it personally. The block bugged me. The block bugged me.
Oh, don't let it.
It hurt me.
Let it
no.
bug you.
God damn it! I need my fucking craziness in the comments section on
I mean,
Twitter.
I will say,
No!
ever since Keen blocked me, I have felt a bit like, I wish I could see what he was tweeting, because I really enjoyed the Twitter videos and stuff like that, and it was like having fucking Drama Alert Plus, because you had extra content you could fucking check out, and you could see everything unfolding as all the shit kicked off with like Leafy and Grade and stuff like that. So I do miss being unblocked for that reason.
I gotta be honest.
I do partly wish Keen would unblock me, but
I gotta be honest. I am obsessed with his fidget spinner app.
Really? I've not played it. I've not even downloaded it.
I don't even know what it is. No, I'm just
on the one hand, because I'm kind of like, will I get addicted to it? The other part of it is, every time it gets mentioned, Lydia goes, you are not downloading that fucking app.
Why would you download
it?
You love fidget spinners, not because of the fact they're spinning, but because of the feeling that you get in the hand when you turn it over.
I wish I had one close to me, but it's too far to reach. Oh,
it's pretty amazing. But I did want to touch on the Jamie Pine situation a little bit there, because I am gonna have him on Tuesday. He's my friend and I love Jamie. I am not fucking lobbing him softballs, because I am gonna yell at him a little bit, because he's a fucking idiot for going over there. Why? We're gonna find out what the deal is. I'm gonna ask him about the fraudulent stuff. I'm gonna ask him about why certain things look wonky. We're gonna put him on the hot seat. We're gonna see what fucking happens.
You gonna play daddy?
Yes, I'm gonna play daddy.
Put him in his place?
Yes, I will. I'm gonna fix
daddy.
him. I'm gonna fix Jamie Pine. I'm gonna fix his ass, as Tommy C would say. So, anything else that we've missed here, Mr. Ace Train Liam? I want to go smoke a fucking bowl with the beautiful Captain.
I want to go eat pizza.
So it's gonna be a little bit earlier of a show cut out tonight.
We've got to sound so enthusiastic for the show that we do every week. Like, we just want to leave.
We want to go. We don't want to be here for you anymore tonight. Fuck off. Go talk to your families. No, but anything else that I may have missed? Anything else you want to touch on? Anything like that?
Dude, did you just fucking assume my family? Some of us don't have families, dude.
Actually, I was talking about the chat's family, actually.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not part of it. I'm in the chat.
Well,
look.
Good point.
There you go. Now I'm the chat.
Now you're the chat. Billy Fridge, Jamie is my top twink. Mine too. He looks like he'd be a really, really submissive bottom, and I'm a power top.
Really?
So
Fuck?
Legos.
You want twink? Twink right here, boy.
There's nothing about you that have twink. What are you talking about? The haircut, a little more twinkish.
You know fucking Yoan that does the Ace Trainer podcast with me. All he ever does is call me a fucking twink.
Yeah, Yoan doesn't know what a twink is then, and I mean, he looks like he might be getting into the hippie juice himself. So I'm not exactly.
Oh, he does. He takes some sauce.
Looks like it.
He's a good lad.
Yeah, he is. Shout out to Yoan. I do love some Yoan. All right, guys. So go ahead and tell the kids where they can find you and everything that's going on for you the rest of the weekend, my blue-haired friend.
Everything you need to find is at Ace Trainer Liam on Twitter. There's links to YouTube. There's links to Twitch. There's links to freaking everything I'm doing. Come hang out. My merch store is 20% off at the moment with the code
fuck
Ace.
You, by the way. Yeah, no, I have a problem with you on this, because I told you I was buying a fucking shirt. You don't tell me about this sale, so I pay full price for your amazing, by the way, We Live in Boys shirt, which is actually on the way. But I'm your boy. I'm your friend.
What day did you order it?
Like 3 days ago. 4 days ago.
Wait, 4 days ago is 3rd of July.
Something.
Yeah, it was on sale.
No, it was not. Off. There was no sale then. There was no sale when I ordered it. So maybe
with the promo code America. There was.
I didn't work for me. It did not. The promo code America did not work. Maybe it's because I'm in Germany.
You know what he should have done? You know what he should have fucking done?
What did I do?
Waited.
Oh, fuck you.
Contacted me.
Maybe you should have told me. Maybe you should have given me. Dave, I know you're
can't
excited.
Tell you about everything that goes on the eventuality that one day it may matter to you. That's not how that works.
Is it not? Even though I talked about
if you have a query about something, you come to me. Come to the big man.
Masturbating about that shirt. You knew I wanted it, and you could have saved me 20%. I don't even know how much that was. Your shirts are very reasonably priced. Go buy one, everybody. And go buy a Tommy Chew shirt, which is available right now on Spreadshirt.com.
Do you know what? I was in your merch store earlier, and it's in my basket waiting.
Oh, you got to buy it.
All I need to do is get a few dollars more of donations on Twitch, and I'm going to buy it. I'm going to fucking buy it.
That's all.
Because it's literally fantastic. It's probably one of the best Pokemon-themed shirts I've ever seen, and it has fucking Tommy's face on it.
Right. And I finally got to think about your Life Choices shirt, and I am.
And it was just perfect.
Pyoxys. Shout out.
That's the shirt I'm buying. Well done, Pyoxys.
Unbelievable. There you go. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us on this a pretty fucking solid episode of Nerd the Jerk, if I do say so myself.
When is it not?
That's a good point. That is a really good point. Large and in charge, Ace Trainer Liam. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm going to go fucking smoke a bowl with the most beautiful woman I've ever smoked a bowl with. So I'm just saying, jealous for all of you. And we got a weird thing too. We got a vaporizer, but it's a manual vaporizer. It's just a piece of glass, and we're gonna find out what happens. I might die or turn into a zombie. I have no fucking idea. We'll see you next time right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Tomorrow is the long stream. Might be a little bit later tomorrow than it usually starts. I got some stuff I'm going to do. Captain Kirsch is not leaving until the afternoon. I'm going to hang out there. So then it might be a little bit later than normal. But still, marathon stream tomorrow. That's what's going on for Saturday. What's going on for you tomorrow?
Ace Trainer Podcast, 10 p.m. UK time.
There you go.
Be there.
Be there, or be squared, or rectangled, or obtuse. Whatever you like, be that. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Keep copious, folks. And remember, as always, if you don't have talent,
have talented friends.
That's a good fucking lad. We'll see you next time. And peace.
Here's your